Hey friends, this is Missy with Longshore Consulting. We are your collaborative Salesforce services providers for nonprofits and foundations. Learn more and check out our blog at longshoreconsulting.com. Okay, today we're going to be looking at a few quick tips to help your nonprofit move over to the Lightning experience. So here we are in Salesforce Classic, probably looks very familiar to you. So let's go ahead and go into Setup. And then we're going to click on Lightning Experience, which don't worry, it's not going to automatically upgrade you. And the first thing I recommend you do is that you click on this button which says check your Lightning Experience readiness, and you click on Evaluate. And what it's going to do is it's going to ask you to submit your email address. And then after a few minutes, it's going to send you a readiness report, which is going to automatically give you a lot more details about how ready you are to move to Lightning Experience, which is just fantastic. And if you don't see it in your email, you can look under Files. And if you still don't see it, you can file a case. But you really should just get it in your email address, in your email. So the next thing that you can do, of course, is use Trailhead. So go ahead and make sure you complete those trails with the link here that says Start Trail. And then I want to encourage you to preview your org in Lightning Experience. So this is a great way to start getting familiar with Lightning Experience. So go ahead and check this out, and this can start giving you a little bit of the experience of what your org will look like. And as it says here up at the top, it says Lightning Experience Preview. This is your live org. Users see any changes you make. So let's go ahead and exit and return to the Migration Assistant. And let's find out one more way that we can get a full experience before we actually flip over to the new Lightning Experience. And the way we can do that is we can use our partial copy sandbox. But you may never have set up a partial sandbox copy before. So in order to do that, before you click New Sandbox, you need to click on Sandbox Template. And what I'm going to do here is go ahead and click on New Sandbox Template. And I'm going to call this Lightning Test. And I'm going to enter a description that says almost all my data for testing. And I'm going to go ahead and click this checkbox, which selects all the objects. And then it has 77 objects selected. I'm going to go ahead and unselect some objects that I know that I don't use, because a partial sandbox is just that. It's partial. It doesn't bring over all my data. And so again, I'm going to get rid of some things that I know that I don't need to see in order to feel confident that that Lightning is working for me. But I'm going to go ahead and keep most things because I don't have too much data in my Salesforce instance. But again, remember that your partial sandbox is just a sampling of your data. It's not going to be everything. But again, I'm going to go ahead and remove some things that I know that I don't use. So we're going to go ahead and go like that. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And then because I already have my partial sandbox in use, I'm not able to show you exactly what that looks like. But basically what you would do is you would click on New Sandbox, and then you would you would give it a name and description, of course, and then you would tell it which template you want it to use. And then you would ignore the part where it asks about what apex you want to use. A lot of people get confused by that. And then, of course, when it's ready, and that can take up to a day or more because it is copying, again, a very good sampling of your data, you want to come over and you want to log in. And then it's going to log you into your Lightning experience, which is awesome because this is possibly the best possible preparation to show if your organization is really ready to move to Lightning Experience. So for example, I don't like this news feature here. So when I go back into Lightning Experience Setup, I would go ahead and toggle that off for my organization. So as you can see here, there's notes and there's a toggle, and I would just go ahead and disable that before I actually activate Lightning Experience, which of course you do at the very, very bottom here. So again, you want to go through all of your organizational processes and everything that you could possibly be doing, and making sure that you are doing them in Lightning Experience so that you can see all of them. And one of the things I found very confusing is, as you saw what happened there, is that when you click on a tab, such as contacts, it will immediately go to recently viewed, as opposed to going to all contacts. So at first in your partial sandbox, you might think, oh, my contacts didn't come over. That's not actually true. It's just trying to show you, sorry, I'm trying to get that to collapse. Okay. It's trying to show you recently viewed as the default, which I think is a little bit of a gotcha. Whereas you actually want to go into, a different list view. So again, just get familiar with the navigation, do everything that you can. Make sure you get your Lightning Experience report, which I'll show you what it looks like right now because it's going to show up under Files. And this is one that, because I ran this report in my sandbox, and it tells you all about what you need and what are some concerns that are not ready. So in other words, there's no plans to develop documents. Some features are coming in spring 2017. So go ahead and join the Longshore Consulting group in the Power of Us Hub. You can ask me questions at Missy Longshore on Twitter, or better yet, you can check out the Longshore Consulting blog at longshoreconsulting.com and keep looking for more tips and suggestions there. And you can also grab a free course on Salesforce administration for nonprofits at nonprofitcrmsummit.com. Thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.